Jimbari Film Music is the global leader of interactive classes from newborns to 5 years. Our classes are parent involvement that focuses on children's motor development, social, and cognitive development.
Who requires very little introduction, especially as we are seated today on the grounds of an organization whose seeds she planted 35 years ago. Mrs. Nasreen Kasuri was a young mother, even younger than Sophia, when she launched L'Ange Montessori Academy in 1975 with 19 children. I don't think she could have imagined that 35 years later, the Beacon House Group, as it came to be known, would become the largest private school network in the world. Throughout her distinguished career, Mrs. Kasuri has been a teacher, a leader, an educator par excellence, and now a mentor to many like her daughter-in-law, Sophia. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to call to the stage Mrs. Nasreen Kasuri, founder and chairperson of the Beacon House Group.
Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. It gives me great pleasure to welcome Mr. Stuart Ford, Director of Franchise Development of Jimbari International, and everyone else who has joined us here today to celebrate the opening of the pioneer branch of Jimbari Play and Music Pakistan, an innovative project initiated by Sophia Kasuri, and also to announce the master franchise agreement between Jimbari International and the Jimbari Beacon House Group in Pakistan. Since the establishment of L'Ange Montessori Academy in November 1975, Beacon House has grown into a global network of private schools and preschools, along with a boarding school and a leading liberal arts university, imparting distinctive and meaningful education to students from nursery to post-graduation. Of the 193,000 students in our network, 85,000 study at the flagship Beacon House schools, while the remaining students are mostly enrolled at the Educators, a parallel school network operated by the group with over 105,000 students. Today's Beacon House is truly international and consists of distinct and independent divisions in Bangladesh, Indonesia, Malaysia, Oman, Pakistan, Philippines, Thailand, UAE, and the UK, and caters to the education and training needs of a large and diverse group of individuals of varying ages, socio-economic backgrounds, and nationalities. Beacon House's contribution to education were internationally recognized in 1996 when the World Bank Group, in its first ever investment in private education, agreed to finance the construction of a number of new Beacon House campuses, but not before conducting an extensive audit of our teaching and learning systems. This was a key development because till then financial institutions had not considered private schools a viable business sector, and thus paved the way for many educational institutions worldwide, enabling them to further develop their infrastructure through access to bank financing. It is also pertinent to mention that Beacon House has always laid tremendous emphasis on the development of human capital through continuous professional development, a need we recognized in the 1980s. That led to our partnering with teacher training institutes and universities in the UK and Scotland, including in the past the Murray House Institute of Education, University of Bradford, and Mahjong. Today, more than half our teachers possess internationally recognized teaching certificates, while a large number are enrolled in our permanent in-service program. In addition, Beacon House sends senior academics to the UK almost every year to complete their master's degrees in education, professional development, and school leadership. Beacon House, ladies and gentlemen, is a constantly evolving organization that keeps its eyes on the horizon even as it remains firmly rooted in the present. It has a rich history of innovation in education, particularly early years education, which we firmly believe is the most crucial stage of a child's life. Our curriculum, research and development team therefore lays great emphasis on continually developing and upgrading our proprietary early years curriculum in line with the latest research worldwide. Starting in 1975 as a Montessori school, our early years curriculum has since remained a living document as we have gradually moved towards the learning through play approach in doing so. In doing so, we have provided the latest resources to our early years classrooms and are now in the process of evaluating the effectiveness of integrating new tools such as media, internet, and interactive whiteboards in our early years curriculum. In 2003, the Reggio Media approach inspired further changes at Beacon House as it became the pedagogical highlight of our new school, TNS Beacon House. Reggio Media and in turn TNS lay great emphasis on the 100 languages of children in the context of a child-led emergent curriculum. Some elements of Reggio Media have also crept into the mainstream early years curriculum at Beacon House, particularly the need to revisit our previously held image of the child and instead view him as a competent and capable individual. I'm also pleased to report that our research in early years education took a giant leap at our recently held School of Tomorrow Freedom to Learn conference in November 2010. The conference explored as one of its 4 key themes reframing early years education. Early years specialists at the conference, including Dr. Catherine Wilson, David Bradley, Susan Waltham, Dr. Martha Lash, Kay Heesam, and Syra Butt, explored the role of art, creativity, literacy, brain-based learning, project-based learning assessment, play and technology, all in the context of early years education. We expect that our new early years curriculum planned to be piloted in September 2011 will be informed by the learning that came out of the conference. So, with rigorous standards that demand up-to-date teaching skills coupled with a range of challenging programs, the Beacon House school system brings success within the easy reach of every child. And today I am delighted to be present at the realization of yet another development, our entry into the birth to 3 age group. This integrates perfectly into our existing K-12 schools, which start at the age of 3. I believe we can now truthfully claim to develop minds from birth to post-graduation. Ladies and gentlemen, I was struck by a few interesting similarities in the inception of Gymboree and Beacon House. Coincidentally, both organizations were established in the mid-1970s. Beacon House in 1975 and Gymboree in 1976. I am told, even more interestingly, the motivation behind their inception was also similar. I am told that Gymboree was established by Joan Barnes when she was unable to find a safe place for new parents and children to play and exercise together. This of course resonated with me because Les Anges Montessori, the predecessor to Beacon House, was also born out of my need as a young mother to find a suitable preschool for my 2 young sons. A final commonality is that both organizations are leaders in their fields. Gymboree is the largest birth to 3 program in the world, while Beacon House is the largest K-12 school organization in the world. With so much in common, it is perhaps providence that both organizations have found a natural partnership in Pakistan. I have been observing Gymboree with great interest because apart from other reasons, my own grandchildren are also enrolled in various levels. I am very pleased to note that Gymboree has been enthusiastically received by the parents of Lahore since its soft launch in December 2010. Indeed, the response has been quite unexpected, which leads me to believe that there was clearly a need for a parent and child program in this city. I believe that Gymboree programs are even more useful for children who are brought up in situations where they have limited contact with same-age children. This is increasingly important in this new age of new media and technology that makes it all so easy for even very young children to limit their social interaction to their iPads, Nintendo, Wii, video, consoles and DVD players. As a grandmother, I speak from personal experience when I see my children glued to Mickey Mouse videos for hours on end on their iPods. New mothers in our society are often working or at least multitasking and under tremendous pressure to meet many different family obligations. This sometimes results in a situation where the child is neglected. However, Jimburi now provides both parents and children with the perfect platform for bonding in a creative and child-oriented environment, while also ensuring that children enrolled in this program will be socially, emotionally, and cognitively better prepared to begin preschool. Ladies and gentlemen, I have no doubt that Jimburi play and music will be a great milestone in the development of the very young. There was clearly a void in our formal education system that has now been filled with the introduction of Jimburi. However, I feel that the Pioneer Center of Jimburi is just a beginning of a long road in making this unique program accessible to a much larger group of people across the country in this context. I'm very pleased to note that plans are already underway to establish another Jimburi Center in Lahore and also other major cities of Pakistan. Finally, I would also like to take this opportunity to congratulate Sophia, who has poured her heart and soul into this project. I have seen her working late hours, 7 days a week, with love and commitment in making this new project a success. I am a firm believer that anything one does with dedication is bound to succeed. And for Sophia, Jimburi is clearly a labor of love. Well done, Sophia. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Kasuri. We are proud to be the newest members of the Beacon House Group and hope that Jimburi Play and Music will live up to your expectation.